I am reading a very good book, Atomic Habits, and I read a very important thing about habits. Since our childhood, we have been told that how important are good habits for a successful life. And I wanted to share a snippet of what I've found and uh, will be helpful for you all. Habits are a double-edged sword. Bad habits can cut you down just as easily as good habits can build you up, which is why understanding the detail is crucial. The author here gives a very good example, and um, we all know it, but it's a good reminder to read it and understand. So the author talks here about what progress is really like. Imagine that you have an ice cube sitting on the table in front of you. The room is cold and you can see breath. It is currently 25 degrees. Even slowly the room begins to heat up. 26 degrees, 27, 28. The ice cube is still sitting on the table in front of you. 29 degrees, 30, 31. Still nothing has happened. Then 32 degrees, the ice begins to melt. A 1 degree shift, seemingly no different from the temperature increase before it, has unlocked a huge change. Breakthrough moments are often the result of many previous actions which build up the potential required to unleash a major change. This pattern shows up everywhere. Bamboo can barely be seen for the first 5 years as it builds extensive root system underground before exploding 90 feet into the air within 6 weeks. Similarly, habits often appear to make no difference until you cross a critical threshold and unlock a new level of performance. In the early and middle stages of any quest, there is often a valley of disappointment. You expect to make progress in a linear fashion, and it's frustrating how ineffective changes can seem during the first few days, weeks, and even months. It doesn't feel like you're going anywhere. It's a hallmark of any compounding process. The most powerful outcomes are delayed. This is one of the core reasons why it is so hard to build the habits that last. People make a few small changes, fail to see tangible results, and decide to stop. You think, I have been running every day for a month, so why can't I see a change in my body? Once this kind of thinking takes over, it's easy to let good habits fall by the wayside. But in order to make a meaningful difference, habit needs to persist long enough to break through this plateau. What the author calls it as plateau of latent potential. If you find yourself struggling to build a good habit or break a bad one, it is not because you have crossed the plateau of latent potential. Complaining about not achieving success despite working hard is like complaining about an ice cube not melting when you heated it from 25 to 31 degrees. Your work was not wasted, it is just being stored. All the action happens at 32 degrees. And when you finally break through the plateau of latent potential, people will call it an overnight success. The outside world only sees the most dramatic event rather than all that preceded it. But you know that it's the work you did long ago. When it seemed that you weren't making any progress, that makes the jump today possible. So, I wanted to share and start this channel with this book and this snippet because I realize that we all are products of our habits, and what could be a better way to start the new year with starting good habits in terms of food, in terms of lifestyle, mental wellness, the thoughts that you have, the people that you surround yourself with, the person you want to become with. So please join me in this journey for 2025 to be a better and best version of our own selves. Thank you.